An evening of first tonight as we bring you the final of the 18th edition of the CONMEBOL Sudamericana. The first final to be played over one leg on neutral ground in the tournament's history, and a first continental crown for one of two sides that certainly weren't on the favourites list when we started the tournament back in February. Independiente del Valle, the young side from Ecuador, have attracted many new fans to their small corner on the outskirts of Quito with their stylish counter-attacking play under the guidance of a manager as young and inexperienced in his role as this club and its players are in this sort of occasion. They meet Colón, the side from Santa Fe, Argentina, a larger footballing nation perhaps, but a side equally inexperienced on the grand stage, led by an Argentinian coach who at least has the experience of success on the continent as a player to help guide his team. Neither side has a league title to their name. The winners tonight will have a glistening Copa Sud Final to place in their trophy cabinet. We'll take a look at the starting 11 for Independiente del Valle. One change from their semi-final second leg. Preciado is replaced by Leon in the back four. Goalkeeper Jorge Pinos has only missed the first round of the competition. The back four is experience and youth in Segovia, Xunca, Leon and Landazuri. The wise heads of Efren Mera and Christian Pejarano will anchor the midfield with Alan Franco. Christian Dajome and youngster Jon Sanchez flank the dangerous Panamanian Gabriel Torres up front. So we can take a look at the starting 11 for Colón. They just have one change from their semi-final second leg against Atletico Mineiro. Alejandro is replaced by the creative Christian Bernardi. Leonardo Burian is almost always steady between the posts for Colón. The exciting Alex Vigo will be up and down the right flank alongside Oliveira, Ortiz and Escobar in the back four. Zucchi and Littora will hold the midfield with Estigarribia and Bernardi providing width, and then Luis Rodriguez will try to control the attacks with Wilson Morello looking to capitalise up front. The Copa Sudamericana final gets underway with Colón starting us off in their red and black shirts, black shorts and socks, kicking from right to left on your screen. Independiente del Valle, the Ecuadorian side, in their chain strip of the pink shirts with white shorts and socks, kicking from left to right. And it is they who quickly take control of the early part of possession and look to try and build up from the back, a side that we're used to seeing Joel Richards playing on the counter-attack so much in this competition. But will Colón perhaps invite them on a little bit more this evening?
It's a versatile side, as you said. They've got the pace to be able to play on the counter-attack. Not pace at the back, but certainly on both wings, both in the full-backs and the wide players. They've got real options there.
Alan Franco. Whistle had gone as he came together with Oliveira. Their first chance to look at the ever flamboyant Miguel Angel Ramirez, a man who has said that his side won't wait for anyone. We go out to play and to impose our game this evening.
It seems that the elements are definitely going to be a factor here. Let's hope the pitch holds out. But it's going to skip off the grass a little bit. You just saw there, for Dacome, he would have expected to control that. Certainly going to be a factor then in this Sudamericana final.
But it's that unknown rogue element now. Players won't want to keep possession for too long, just in case they run into a damp patch and get caught out. Dajome. Brought down from behind by Littora. A midfielder that has a tendency to pick up bookings as we hear that clap of thunder and a roar from the crowd at its arrival.
We're starting to see pools of water start to build up. Remember, last year's Copa Libertadores final was delayed. The very first match in the Bombonera between River Plate and Boca Juniors was delayed by a day because of the similar conditions.
Let's hope it's a case this evening of we've started, so we'll finish. Pejerano is stood over this. Former Cologne player, of course, for a season. Floating it into the box, and it's into the back of the net! Those in pink celebrate. Independiente del Valle won't be beaten by the elements, and they are first on the scoreboard in the Copa Sud Final. Heartbreak for Cologne and their supporters, but it is simple as you like.
Look at the marking, no one there is picking up Fernando Leon. Space, time, and just on the edge of the 6-yard box. Of course, all he needed to do was put it on target. There he sits through the legs of Burian, but it's a close range. There was good power on the ball whipped in. And of course, in these conditions, set pieces are going to be absolutely vital. But it's 1-0 to the Ecuadorians.
The man brought into the starting 11 for this evening. What an inspired change from the manager. He will take some credit for that.
You just see there, and as we saw in that passage of play between the foul on possible penalty on Dacome, I should say, it seemed there was a foul there, but then after that as well, the passage of play as well, it's impossible to play football in these conditions.
You can see the floodlights reflecting up off the surface because there is so much standing water. So we will have to wait. The game delayed for the moment due to the conditions. 32 minutes gone, although we stopped really at the half-an-hour mark. Independiente del Valle have a 1-0 lead as it stands through Fernando Leon's header. The Copa Sudamericana final delayed due to rain at the half-hour mark. 30 minutes gone, time called on the Sudamericana final.
Yeah, we're hearing it should
2019.
Be possibly half an hour and it'll resume play.
So a 30-minute break and a chance for Pablo Lavagem to perhaps go back to the drawing board. Yeah, it could be a long evening for Gabriel Torres. It's going to be a long evening for everybody, of course, after that delay of around about an hour or so with the rain. 5 minutes to go before half-time. Footing certainly difficult on this surface as Dacome just dives away from the challenge of Escobar, who did well to win it back. Ortiz looking for the ball over the top for Alex Vigo. Just see when Bernardi comes deep, Vigo is so quick to move into the space that's vacated by the attacking right midfielder.
Vigo really one of the potential players that could certainly be having an eye on a move to a big European club in the near future if he continues to progress. There's flashes in this campaign of a real promise, real talent there.
Doesn't want to get caught out going forward because this man can punish anybody. Sanchez into the 18-yard box. Oh, he's tucked it away. He strikes again on the counter on the far side of the field, as he did in the semi-finals of this competition. Jon Sanchez doubles the Independiente del Valle advantage.
It's a very similar goal, isn't it, to his in the semi-final? And we were just talking about one player who arguably has a bright future in world football. So too is this man, Jon Sanchez. Brilliantly taken goal. Good pace. We see, look, he picks up the ball just inside really the Colón half. Still got a lot to do, but he's faster. The player gets very lucky with the deflection, but nonetheless did the hard work. I think he was looking to put the ball across the face of goal, actually.
Certainly tries to guide it with the outside of the boot. Torres was waiting, but they both celebrate an important goal that may well go down as an own goal from Oliveira with the touch, but that man is going to claim it for as long as he can. Another in this competition. And the teenager who has matured and been so superb at times strikes again. There's one thing that was accused and levied at Colón was that they didn't play with any pace in that second leg in Brazil against Atlético Mineiro. And we'll see plenty of pace in them now, though. Bernardi. Danger not well away just yet, and the right winger will have another chance, and he goes down towards the byline. It's a good hanging ball into the 18-yard box. Penalty given. Morello going down, tussling at the back post. And Colón have a chance from the spot. And no doubt it will be Luis Rodriguez stepping up to take this. What a game changer this could be early in the second half.
What a gift for Colón as well. We're seeing Pejerano is furious. He believes that there's a dive here. Landázuri has been booked, and here's the replay. Bernardi did very well here, just to beat Alan Franco. Beautifully chipped ball in, and it's a difficult one. Does Landázuri get underneath him? Is there a little shove there? It's acrobatic by Morello. I think there is a little push in the back. You know, it's very fine, but it's still the contact that you're offering the referee the opportunity to award it.
Luis Rodriguez, Pulga, the fleet, the captain, the talisman, the hero of the semi-final second leg, has a chance to bring Colón right back into this tie and half the deficit from 12 yards. Rodriguez against Pinos to half the deficit. It's saved by Pinos. A massive moment in this final. The keeper goes the right way. It wasn't quite in the corner enough either. And Luis Rodriguez's run of penalties finally comes to an end in this competition.
Well, that sequence took 5 minutes in total, from the foul being committed to being taken. But Rodriguez went for power, didn't get the direction on it. Here he went for power, but it's at the perfect height.
Morello puts it into the box. Oliveira was the one waiting in there. Corner to come. Still a goal now. Puts the cat amongst the pigeons. That small handful of fans that have made the long, arduous journey from Ecuador just starting to wave and believe. Nodded down and into the back of the net. Oliveira bundles it home. Game on.
Well, it is more than just a consolation, because there is still a long time to go in this game. Do Colón have it in them to find a goal? Because against all odds and against the play.
6 goals now in the final 15 minutes of games in the Copa Sud Americana. Number 6 breathes new life instantaneously into this final. The substitution Ortega brought on, and the big bullish body able to nod it down to the centre-back, who even with a high foot was able to knock it home. Navagent trying to get a ball onto the field as quickly as possible. 2 minutes. Burian will launch it into opposition territory. They're all fighting to get underneath it. Shankalai can't get hold of it. We'll try and pull back the substitute Caroso, and suddenly Cabeza is in behind, and this could wrap up the Sudamericana. Dahomey tucks it away. The 2-goal advantage restored. Independiente del Valle have weathered the storm in Asunción. They take a commanding lead in the dying moments of stoppage time, and Dahomey, the man who has come up time and time again, tucks it into an empty net.
Of all the players who deserve to be one of the headline makers in this Sudamericana final, which Independiente del Valle will now win. It is this man, the Colombian Christian Dajome. Couldn't really have missed it at all, but throughout the competition he has been instrumental for Independiente del Valle. Perfectly laid off there by the substitute Alejandro Cabeza. And you're right, just for a moment they were on the ropes there. Just for a short moment, brief moment, 2-3 minutes or so, you felt that perhaps Colón would be able to find a way through. But as we said, the Ecuadorians have been the better side. They rightly have restored a 2-goal advantage, which reflects what we've seen tonight here in Asunción.
He was a member of the squad who didn't play in the Copa Libertadores campaign of 2016 for Atlético Nacional that thwarted Independiente del Valle and their first chance at taking a major piece of silverware in the Libertadores. But Dajome has put the seal of approval on their first ever major trophy now. Independiente del Valle win the Copa Sud 2019, 3-1 victors in Asunción. The first final played on one night, and what a night it was. Leon, the youngster Sanchez, and Dajome with the goals. Colón left their fight back far too late. Oliveira's late goal giving them a last chance gasp at finding a comeback. But the Ecuadorians are able to finish it off, and in some style, in a tournament that they have played in such style. The Copa Sudamericana champions are Independiente del Valle. They were not the favourites at the start of this competition in February, but they are the winners of the Copa Sudamericana 2019. Independiente del Valle win their first major trophy, and it is one of the grandest on the continent and one of the finest performances over a tournament that perhaps we will see. They are, the side from Ecuador, the Sudamericana champions.